What's up, guys? Welcome to a new video today. We're going to be making a short analysis on two different tickers that were picked, that you guys voted. Tesla and Amazon. Pretty simple setups. Looks great for the rest of the week. Let's jump straight into it. Tesla hourly. I did make a video on this one yesterday, and we're doing a video on it again. So that's good. We're going to be doing an update video on this one. So what happened today was we did get the breakdown below this range that we talked about yesterday, 158.60, which was a double bottom on the hourly. The first hour on the market, the first hour and a half-ish, we decided to break down quickly, flush below 158.60 and touch right at 153.80 support, which I had put right here, talked about yesterday's video. That is where the gap starts right here at the daily chart, and that is where Tesla bounced, temporary bounce, and that's a little bear flag setup right there. You can see how we had a nice bounce and a bear flag setup and started selling off towards the end of the day. So Tesla is still weak. I don't really see any signs of recovery until we one, form a bullish reversal candle, or two, we fill this gap before we even bounce. So two different ways that we're looking for in Tesla. If we want a bounce, we're going to need a reversal bullish candle, or we fill the gap first and then we will start bouncing. Right now, we are currently under this 153.82 support, and it looks like we will be filling this gap sometime soon. I'm sure it's not going to be a straight down candles and fill a gap easily. It's not going to happen. What's going to happen is we will most likely see a sell-off, bounce, sell-off, bounce, sell-off, bounce, sell-off, bounce, right into the gap fill. So make sure you are not buying puts on the very low, and make sure you buy puts when it starts popping inside the gap, because we will be filling it sometime very soon, all the way to 145.30. So keep an eye on it. Right now we're bearish, no bullish signs. We will continue downside. Daily chart is still weak. We can see how we are also losing this bottom trend line right here on the daily chart of Tesla. Now, earnings, once again, doesn't really matter anymore since we're a few days away from it, but keep an eye on this gap fill. I'm not sure what's going to happen after we fill this gap. If we're going to continue lower back to the 110s, or if you fill this gap and start moving back up higher. It just depends on what happens in this area, and we will have to see what happens in the next couple of weeks before we even think about 110. Yeah, so play for tomorrow is any pop that we see tomorrow inside this gap range right here, we will buy puts, because each put is an opportunity to buy. Each bounce is an opportunity to buy puts at a cheap price inside this gap territory. Next up is Amazon. This one does have an interesting setup. We have been watching this for the past couple of weeks. It charts a little, there's a lot of lines, but it's something to keep an eye on. So tech has been strong, strong earnings, Microsoft strong earnings, Facebook very strong earnings, very good, impressive. That is also good for Amazon, but Amazon does have earnings tomorrow after the bell, so keep an eye on that. Now, we're looking at over here is we have a small trend line, small little triangle, small wedge. Let's delete this real quick. Now, the key for Amazon is to break above 108 or 109 to be more clear, specific, or under 97 to break down quickly toward 87. If we get above 109, we get towards 114 and 121. It really doesn't matter what's going to happen tomorrow, because earnings are 50-50. It's going to be a gamble. Nobody knows what's going to happen until we get the actual answer and reaction to earnings, and most importantly, guidance. So these are your levels for Amazon for tomorrow after the bell. we have 109, and then 114, and then 121.50. We do have 97 and then 87. I don't think Amazon moves that much on earnings reports, but if we do see high premium for tomorrow on the weeklies for this Friday, just like how we saw on Facebook, very expensive premiums, that is what that will usually tell that the earnings move will be much bigger than expected because premiums are expensive, and that's usually what happens when I see that. That's usually the case. So let's see how Amazon does. Right now it's currently pretty much right under SMA 200, SMA 50, and the 100 right here. It's pretty much all flat. So it seems like we do have a large consolidation ahead on the SMAs before we start making a new trend. So Amazon tomorrow is key. Whatever move that we get will be the new direction and new trend, most likely. So Amazon earnings tomorrow, I'm not sure what to expect. My opinion does not matter at all, really. But my guess will be a beat somehow. They probably lowered the estimates since last quarter was it was a beat. I don't know. Doesn't matter. So keep an eye on 109, 114, 121, 50, and 97, 87. Yeah, but don't have much to say on Amazon. I wish you guys chose the other one, but which was gonna be Netflix. But let's go ahead and do Netflix real quick. I'll give you guys that one since Amazon wasn't really much. But let's do Netflix real quick. I saw something on Netflix a little bit earlier. There was a little bit of a reversal move right here around this area. Not right here. Should be around right here. Okay, so here's what I noticed. It's really it's kind of a messy chart right now, messy trend. But let's clear it up real quick. Uptrend. Let's see. So we have many different possibilities. We have uptrend. Could be bouncing off, up and up and up and up. We have a huge head and shoulders right here. We have a shoulder, you have a head, you have a shoulder, right shoulder forming right here. So this is a possibility right here. So we do have left shoulder, we have the head, and we have the right shoulder. So right now, what's going on with Netflix is that we are seeing also earnings already reported. So we haven't been really moving much ever since earnings report. So let's make our own little range right here for Netflix since nothing moved. So we have right shoulder, and then we have the support 316.10, which is going to be the recent support. So we'll just put that as support for Netflix. Under that is going to break down lower, obviously, but that's not the thing. That's not the point here. The point here is the SMA 50 is crossing the 100 right here. So that is short-term death crossing right here, or short-term crossover, whatever you want to call it. But that is turning bearish right here on Netflix. So not a good sign. This could be crossing down, and this can start selling off from here. So this is basically flipping bearish short-term on Netflix. So keep an eye on this one on Netflix. And as soon as we break that 316.10, I believe that's when Netflix will start dropping harder and quicker all the way down towards this area right here, which is going to be at the trend line, and also the SMA 200 will be. So there's some decent amount of demand zone in this area, which you can see we have seen some strong bounce in this area, strong bounce, strong buy in this area. So we have seen a strong buy, a strong bounce right here, and a strong buy right here. So anywhere from 304 to 292 is a good area for Netflix calls long term, or Netflix call buying opportunity. Just depends on the time frame, but right now I'm watching Netflix puts under 316 for a move towards first candle support, which is going to be right here. That'll be the first one in the range area. It's going to start around right here. We can do right here 304.60 to 292.40. That will be my targets as soon as 316.10 breaks. So this is a big candle right here. Flipping bearish. Nasty rejection right here in the SMA 50 and 100. Still weak. Earnings not very strong. Range could be breaking down below 316 sometime soon. If Netflix does end up breaking out over 334.60, we can start seeing the top of this range right here, which we've struggled to break above since this area. 1, 2, 3 areas right here. 350 will be next target. Let's make this blue since that'll be our resistance, and this will be blue for support. Green will be targets 349 and then 368. It's not going to move from 349 to 368 in one day, but that will be swing because this is a big setup. We're using daily chart, and yeah, so keep an eye on this one. Also, don't forget about the head and shoulder. If we do end up breaking lower than the left shoulder right here, we're also going to be selling off back to lows. But right now, we're not going to be worrying about that. We're going to be worrying about this area right here. Under 316 puts, above 334.60 calls. Yeah, that's it for today's video. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Let's make some money. This is Netflix, by the way. We've done Tesla, Amazon, and Netflix. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Let me know if you have any questions or any suggestions. Please comment down below. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.